Hey guys, this is Locke. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can see what the turn order of all the heroes on the battlefield are. And once I do that, I'm also going to show you a little bit how you can manipulate the turn orders of your heroes and a little bit also how you can manipulate the enemy's turn orders. So to start, it's actually very easy to see who's going to take the first turn and who's going to go next. There's a small button on the left side which has these like two heroes that says 1, 2 on it. If you press that, all the heroes get a number on the upper left corner of each hero, and that basically tells you the turn order. So as you can see, Gloria has number 1, so Gloria is going to take the first turn, followed by some of these heroes over here in the corner. But these heroes have have a castle next to them. This castle means that they will not approach you unless they are in range to attack you. So all the other heroes will take a turn towards you, but those guys will just stand there. So after Gloria would actually be, so these guys, so these ninjas, these phantoms will go towards you, and this guy will also take a turn because my next turn will be 8. So Beryl can go, but before Beryl, all of these guys will get to go. These guys standing on the rock will stand exactly where they are, and then it'll be Beryl's turn. So let's just let that play out for a second. I don't really need to hear the story, so we're skipping that. And so as I said, Gloria gets to go first. She's just going to stand by, and you can see that, you know, these guys did move. These guys were in a different spot before, which we can see with the backtrack. You know, they moved, but the computer didn't show them moving, but you know they moved. So now, how has this changed? So we can see that Gloria's turn order went from 1 to 8. So this is in the next turn she will go after 8 units have taken their turn. So already we can see a kind of problem here, because Beryl, I mean, these are lower level enemies, so Beryl will obviously decimate them, but Beryl will do 22,000 damage, sorry, 2200 damage to them. And I brought along Edda because Edda is able to significantly boost the damage of Beryl. So I would like Edda to go next and, you know, boost Beryl's damage, but because Beryl is going next, I have to wait until the next turn to have Edda do her thing. So instead, I would really like to make Edda go next. And there are two ways that you can easily manipulate the turn order of one of your heroes. The first one is one thing that everyone already has. So everyone has access to this tactics. It's called Urgent Order. And what it does is it increases the speed by 300, and it also gives them 1 energy. So what is the speed stat about? If you go to the heroes, you can see on the left side here, the wings icon, that's the character speed. So Gloria has a speed of 215. That's the highest in this battle. That's why she went first. If you take a look at all the other heroes, you will notice that they have a significantly lower speed than 215. That's why they didn't go next. We know that Gloria is going, you know, is the first to take a turn at 215. Then it will be this guy because he has a speed of it'll be her with a speed of 202, then this guy 200, then this guy 188, and so on and so on. So what we're doing with this urgent order is increasing a hero's speed by 300. So in this case, we're going to do that to Edda, and we can see that Edda's speed, you know, went way up to 393. So the turn order has changed now, and she will be taking the turn next. So after Gloria, Edda will get to go, and I'm just going to do this to show that Beryl's damage is increased. I'm not going to put all the rotation, but you can see, you know, Beryl's damage increased from 2200 to 2900. There is a limitation with using this tactics. Well, one of the limitations is that every turn you're using up 80 tactics points to cast this. You might have other tactics that you want to use as well, but then if you're using this every turn, you know, you're using up your turns. Sorry, you're using up your tactics, and you have less tactics available for other skills. So there is an item, a trinket, a legendary trinket that allows you to increase the speed of one of your allies as well. I will show you the trinket in a second, but I will show you the effect of the trinket. So this is the effect, which grants an ally a random level 2 buff, but it also increases speed by 50. So I'm going to use this on Edda. Right now you can see that Beryl is taking her turn 7th, and Edda is taking the turn 10th. So Edda's after Beryl. But once you use this, you can see that Edda will be 7th, and then Beryl will be 8th. So I can accomplish exactly what I wanted to accomplish before by, by using that trinket. So I'm going to now show you what the trinket will look like, so you can see. So here it is, the Old Scrolls of Auguste. So if you star up this thing, it still has speed 1. Like at the first star, it has speed 1 for 2 turns, and then at the 5th star, the same thing, speed 1 for 2 turns. The other effects, get better, like the cooldown gets lower, and the cooldown gets lower, and you can use it more times. You can use it up to 5 times in battle with 5th star, whereas right now we can only use it 3 times. But the effect itself doesn't change. It stays at a speed 1 for 2 turns. So if you have a few of these, it might be a good idea not to start them up. Maybe keep them, because you might want your whole team to take a turn faster, or maybe you might want one character to make sure that one character always has a turn before other characters, and you can use different heroes that you own to all trigger this effect, right? So anyway, unfortunately, these are the only 2 ways that I found out right now where you can manipulate one specific hero to take a turn before a different specific hero. There are some heroes in your arsenal which have very high speed that are able to decrease the speed of enemies. So one such hero is the Papal Ice Priest. I just need to find her. There she is. So the Papal Ice Priest has this skill. It's an AoE skill, and it has speed -1. So it decreases the enemy speed by 50. So in content like, for example, the tower, where enemies could take their turn first and one hit, defeat you, maybe you can bring Papal Ice Priest and cast the skill on them. In addition to doing -50 speed, it also knocks them back by 2, and it inflicts move -1 on them. The new hero Simona has the exact same skill, and Simona also has some other ways to decrease speed as well. Something else nifty that you can do with the Papal Ice Priest is to use this skill, the Ice Cone, which creates the icy field in 5 tiles. You can put this in the path of enemies going towards you, so the icy field will actually slow them down. You can do that with like fire fields and other kind of fields as well, but this one is particularly effective just because she has a very high speed of 270. Most of the time she will be the first person to go. Simona has 1 more speed than her, so Simona will actually go even before Papal Ice Priest. I actually accomplished something very similar to the Papal Ice Priest by using Abyss instead. Now, Abyss doesn't decrease the speed of enemies, but she has different debuffs that you can put, like attack -2 on enemies, and she has a lot of ways to do that. She also has a sleep as well. So if you're fighting a tower and 3 enemies are coming towards you, you can sleep one of them, and so now you only have to deal with 2. And she has the same speed as the Papal Ice Priest at 270. So so I, instead of decreasing the speed, I just used different debuffs, but I use both of them in a very similar fashion. There are also 2 heroes that have a skill that increases their speed. The first one is Xavier, who has this skill which increases his speed by 150. So this makes the speed go from close to 200 to close to 350, which is the probably the fastest in the game. So with this, he's able to take this turn first. But if you go through his skill set, you'll find that he's more of a, like an attacker. He does a lot of damage, but he's a frontline unit. So he's not really a tank. So he's not suited too well for PvE, especially as you go higher up. But he is really going to be very powerful PvP. because he will be the first one to take a turn. You can use like the maneuver tactics to make him move up 6 spaces, and then unleash your devastating AoE attacks on the enemy team. So you can work very well with that. There's also a different hero, Lightning, who also has a skill that increases her speed by 50. It also does something else, increases her crit by 50% as well. But this is another way that you can, these two specific heroes, you can increase their speed by using these abilities. I don't think there are any more heroes that can increase their speed like that. If you find one, let me know, and if you comment that, I will pin your comment to say, okay, these are extra heroes that can do this, or other heroes that can manipulate the turn order. The only one I found was, as I said, Urgent Order, and also the Old Scrolls of Auguste. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, I actually very recently found out about this turn order trick. I didn't realize that's what that button on the left did, but now that I know, I thought I would make a video to share, because I found out on Reddit, somebody happened to mention it, so I thought I would let you guys know as well. But this is a really neat trick to kind of see, who's going to take the chair next and which heroes should I put in. Like if I'm scared of this guy, I basically want to make sure that I use heroes in this position that takes a turn after it. So I want to probably put that guy here, and I want to put somebody like maybe Cole, so that Cole is going to go before this guy can go and attack my Cole. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's not a very long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tip. That's it for now, so I hope I will see you guys next time. Take care now.